Hello, people. Welcome to this quick video training all about how to love your body and eat guilt-free without having to work it off in the gym. If we haven't met, my name is Lara Days. I'm a certified intuitive eating counselor, a board certified health and wellness coach, yoga teacher, and other certifications that you can read about on my Instagram. And before I dive into the actual training, I just want to share that I personally have a history of kind of a toxic relationship with movement, really feeling a lot of guilt for missing workouts, feeling like I need to compensate for certain things that I eat by working out more in the gym. And so a lot of these, what are called compensatory behaviors, are things that I personally have experienced and part of what led me to start doing this work. Like I said, I want to keep this nice and short. So you can read more about me on Instagram, DM me, we can chat. But for today, I want to give you what you came for. So I really do get it. Like, we have been brainwashed to think that thinner bodies are better, fitter, healthier, more beautiful than larger bodies. And that is simply not the case. And so, a lot of the work that I do with my clients is helping them shift their beliefs about bodies in general so that we can start thinking differently about our own body. So, one of the first things that is necessary in order to do this work is to stay off the scale. And I know that this feels really hard when we go to the doctor's office. They have us get on the scale. You don't have to. That's a conversation for another time. But we've really been taught that the scale is an indication of our health. And that is not true. Research shows that health is multifaceted. Research shows that bodies are different. Biodiversity is real. And so if we're getting on the scale, we're not actually getting any useful information. It's not telling us anything about our health. It's not telling us anything about our worth or our beauty or our knowledge or our value or anything else. And so I like to say that unless we are competing in a weight classed sport, there's not really a good reason to get on the scale. And worst case scenario, we get on it, we see a number we don't like, and we are spiraling for the rest of the day. So let's just stay off of it. The next thing that's really important is to get rid of clothes that don't fit your here and now body. I am going to give a little caveat that our bodies do change. And so I tend to keep a few favorite pieces that are a little bit too small, a few favorite pieces that are a little bit too big, knowing that weight fluctuations are normal. What we don't want is for you at a size 10 to still have size 2s in your closet, because that just doesn't make any sense. It makes us feel badly about ourselves. And we deserve to wear clothes that are really comfortable. I'm going to read a quick testimonial actually from one of my clients who shared a big win over the weekend when she said, I ruthlessly purged my closet this week. I tried on every pair of jeans I own and most of my dresses and got rid of anything that didn't fit. For the most part, I did not get sad or mad if something was too small. I just said, well, see you later, blue striped dress that was my go-to first date dress. Thanks for the memories. It was very refreshing, and my husband is no longer stressed out by the chaotic state of my closet. So if you have not done this lately, it's going to make a huge difference. You'll ensure that the clothes you have are comfortable and that you feel really good in them. And if you live with a partner, it's a win-win. They'll be excited too for some more space. Next is to remember that healthy, fit bodies come in all shapes and sizes. This is another thing that we have been taught is not true. And if you really start to think about it, I bet you can think of some people who are smaller than you are, who might have a lot of health issues, aren't really fit, never work out, and people who are larger than you are, who are running marathons and have pristine blood work. This is, again, because bodies are diverse. And so if you have a tendency to look at someone and make a judgment about their health or their well-being or their fitness level based on what they look like, whether it's a positive association or a negative association, I urge you to just challenge where that comes from, challenge that belief and notice where it comes from so that you can start to change that belief and look for proof that it's not actually true. Next is to honor your hunger and fullness cues. And yes, I mean, when we're eating on our own, eating slowly and mindfully, not being distracted while we're eating. But I also mean in social settings where, for example, you might have a relative who made their favorite cookies or favorite pie or favorite green bean casserole, and you're full and you don't want it. You do not have to eat it. Part of this work is honoring your own body above all else and no longer being a people pleaser for fear that they will get mad at you, because you are the only person who lives in your body and you have the autonomy to do what you want with it. So you've got to start eating when you're hungry, even if you're with other people and they're not hungry yet. And also stopping when you're full. Again, even if other people are pushing their food on you. The last tip is to stop pursuing weight loss. Weight is not a behavior. I'm going to say that again because this always blows people's minds. Weight is not a behavior, and we can only control our behaviors. Weight is an outcome. So instead of focusing on an arbitrary number on the scale that, as I already mentioned, does not tell you anything about your health, what if you instead started focusing on health promoting behaviors? Can you go to sleep 30 minutes earlier? Can you drink an additional 8 ounces of water? Can you add a vegetable to your meals? Can you go for a 30-minute walk? When we start to take care of our bodies and when we start to engage in health promoting behaviors, it not only changes our physical health, but it also helps us build that trust with our body. And ultimately, confidence comes from trust and security. So as you start to focus on those health promoting behaviors, you will notice that you feel better in your body, even if it doesn't look any different. That is the training that I have for you today. So, homework assignment is to pick one of those tips and really lean into it. It can be maybe you decide that when you get hungry, you're going to eat. So you always have some sort of snack on you. Maybe it is that you're going to go do a closet clean out this weekend. Whatever it is, if you do one, let me know. And if you are really committed to finding true freedom with food, peace in your body, eating guilt-free, not feeling like you have to compensate for things that you ate, I have a whole program where I teach you all of this and more called Nourished and Whole. So if you are ready to love your body and eat without guilt, get on the wait list for this program. There will be a link sent out with this video in the contents of the video description. I'll send a follow-up email also just so that you can't miss it. And when doors open, you will be the first to know, and you will also get a $50 off coupon for when you're ready to join us. So I hope that this was really helpful for you, and I am cheering for you always.